What's going on, everyone? So I got another box today. So they've been coming in pretty quick. Got one Friday, got one Monday, got one today, Tuesday. So we're gonna go through what it is. Haven't opened it yet. Not quite sure what's in this one. But yeah, let's dig into it. Oh, the stock. The handguard wrench for the Geisley, and the Geisley handguard, which that thing looks really good. Oh yeah, I want to get into that. Trigger guard, and the oh, that's the sling, the quick disconnect sling mount. Strike Industries M-Lock. It's really nice. I have one on all the other rifles that I have. I try to make all my rifles, basically similar in ergonomics. So all my rifles have this in the same basic spot. So that they all feel the same when they're on the sling. And then I have just one sling right now currently that holds everything, goes to each rifle. So let me crack these things open real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, so I got the stock opened. This thing feels really nice. Feels really well made. That feels really soft. Well, I guess not super soft, but feels nice. Eventually I'll get the, well, I can't do that one-handed, but anyway, that pops off and it holds a wrench in there. So eventually I'll get that wrench to throw in there. But man, I really like this rail. This is the 10.5 inch MK4. And I like it. Already has the sling attachments in the back. That might even technically be one right there. I'm not sure. If that is or not. We'll have to test that out. If it is, that'll be nice. I won't actually have to use that. Save a little bit of weight. I like that it has the quad rail up here in the front, which is really nice because I put like my light and stuff like that. And then down here, I'll put my stop, my hand stop, wherever I decide that, that's going to fit. It's also nice. It has the anti-rotation pins here, and they're adjustable. So you can screw them in and out. And so once you get it in, you screw it in, and you center it where you want it, and then you screw those down, and it holds it in place. Hopefully, this will fit onto the billet upper that I got. It looks like it should, but, we'll see once it gets there. And then this is super, super light. That weighs like nothing. That's probably, 2 ounces or something. That's super light. Anyway, and those are 2 screws that hold it together right here. So this slides in, and then one screw there holds it in place. Looks super nice. So we're gonna test a couple stocks here. So this is just another rifle that I have. I installed that buffer tube that I got for this build because I wanted to try it out and see. So this is the Strike Industries advanced buffer tube. So you can see it's not perfectly round. It's got flat spots here, and it's supposed to keep the wiggling down to a minimum. Now this doesn't, it has a little tiny bit of wiggle. Not much. But obviously this is a Magpul stock, and once you lock that down, there's nothing. So I'm going to take this off and put the Bravo stock on, the B5 Bravo, and we're going to see how it fits, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back, got this installed on it, and it has a little bit of wiggle. not much. It's just barely moving. I'm going to go get my other rifle that has a standard mil-spec buffer tube, and we're going to put it on and see what kind of wiggle it has on that, and see if this is actually doing anything, if it's worth, the extra money on it. I mean, it's definitely nice, but it definitely didn't stop the wiggle. So let's put it on a mil-spec buffer tube and see if it's any worse. If it's worse, then, this does improve it a little bit, doesn't get rid of it completely. So let's swap it over, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. This is my 16-inch. And it has definitely more wiggle. And it wiggles at different points. So this one, hopefully you can kind of see that. But see, it comes off of that right there a little bit. And so it causes side-to-side wiggle, like this way, not just rotational wiggle, which the other one seemed to just have rotational wiggle. So I think it helps a little bit. I don't think it helps a whole bunch. So if you have just a standard, mil-spec buffer tube, I don't think you need to go out and buy the Strike Industries. I will say the one nice thing about the Strike Industries is it has 7 positions. So it gives you a little bit finer adjustability. So they're much closer than the standard 6 positions. So you can kind of see that there. So this is probably ½ inch, and those are probably ½ inch. So that's nice. And I think that I will like more than just the anti-movement that they tried to build into it with the flat sides there. Overall, though, I mean, it's nice. Definitely worth, I think, the money if you like the adjustability. Now, this is the trigger that we're going with, and as you can see, I just have it held in with a couple Allen keys just so I could test the trigger pull, and I have to say, it's pretty nice. I still think my Elf T-Man is nicer, but this one is definitely nice. I mean, it's very crisp, very smooth. I like the hybrid trigger face where it is still curved, but it's almost flat. It's not nearly curved as much as like that trigger there. But it is very, very smooth. It's very hard to do one-handed. But that's it. And then the reset is very little. Dang it. So definitely a nice trigger. The only issue that I have with the Elf T-Man, and I might be able to fix that, they probably sell heavy duty springs, whatever, is it will not function with my 7.62x39 steel case ammo when I run that upper. I have in that lower for that gun, I have a Hyperfire. It has 2 springs on the hammer, and it reliably fires steel case, brass, everything out of that thing in the 7.62x39. 0 issues with that rifle, with that trigger. With the Elf T-Man, it just light primer strikes on every single round. It will never fire one. I have read that this will fire the 7.62x39 steel case ammo. So that would be awesome if it does, because this is a much nicer trigger The Hyperfire trigger is great. 0 issues with it. But this is definitely, I think, a nicer trigger feel. So if this will fire it, then, you know, I can start throwing that upper on this, and having some fun with that upper as well. So yeah, that's everything we got today. Hopefully the upper receiver is going to come in tomorrow. I think I got to double check that. So hopefully we'll be posting the upper receiver here soon, and then you know, once I get the upper, I can start kind of test fitting everything, and I want to send everything out and get it Cerakoted in a tan, like an FDE. I think. So we're gonna find out if I'm gonna do that or not. But that's kind of the goal, is to send it out and have it all done in FDE. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the build, what you guys are thinking of it so far. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else, if I'm, you know, talking too much or going off on tangents too much, which, you know, definitely possible. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next unboxing. And hopefully we'll be able to start building this thing soon, and those videos will be, you know, a lot more fun. So catch you guys later.